Hey, Shalom, Marcus Rakam Makapash from Jim Islam, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Chachwadash. When I give double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the hopeful that's preached in truth and all sincerity. Just back again with another video. I just wanted to get into just a little bit on these camps and their rebelliousness and their unruliness concerning, doctrine and feast days and all this stuff that, is coming to light with these other groups, man, which things have always been coming out, man, but it just seems to be getting worse and worse. And eventually, man, the Lord is gonna do away with these false camps, man. All right, the Lord is gonna do away with those that are not of the elect, because we still believe that you're gonna have some members of the elect in these different camps. But a large portion of it, man, these guys are gonna be destroyed, man. And their wicked teachings and their wicked false doctrines as well, man. It's all going to be destroyed. All right, and these guys are blinded, you know, to the truth, whether willingly or unwillingly. Whether they playing along with Esau and in holding back the truth, right? Or they're just blind and ignorant and self-willed and full of pride and ego. Whatever the reasons are. Okay, the Lord is going to do away with all of this, man. Right, he's going to do away with all of it. Okay, it's all fun and games now. Judgment ain't coming. Well, ain't here just yet. For these guys. So it's all fun and games, man. But just even down to your doctrines and the teachings of the MOTB and things like that. Right? We know the mentality you and your congregation, the majority of them, have. That means you're going to be given up to the flame, man. Okay, the Lord is going to allow you to take the MOTB and you're going to be put to the fire. Okay, pursuant to Revelation chapter 14. Right, that's how you guys are going to go out. A lot of you. Playing on the fence with shit. Okay, doing your own will. All right. But yeah, I don't want to make this a long video, so I'm just going to get into it, right? It's from 1 Titus chapter 9, chapter 1, verse 9. So holding fast the faithful word as I've been taught, right? So once we're taught these things, we're meant to keep these things and not change these things. And like a lot of people, a lot of these different camps are done, right? So that he may be able by sound doctrine, right? Because the thing taught was sound doctrine. Your editing, your changing is no longer sound doctrine, okay, which is evident, right? Your breakdowns, your understanding of of these scriptures concerning prophecy, man, it ain't on point. Okay, especially when it's concerning the MOTB and things like that, man, it's not on point. All right. It says, for there are many unruly, rebellious, right, and vain talkers, chatting shit, right, and deceivers, liars, especially they of the circumcision. Okay, so those especially that know that they're Israelites, man, they think they got it all figured out, so they talk the most crap, and they're full of pride, right? But they're not on point, man. Okay, the Lord isn't dealing with them. Okay, they haven't got the truth. Okay, they're spreading nothing but lies and deceits, misinformation, right? It's like the buzzword of the year, isn't it? Or the last couple of years, right? It's not accurate. It's not correct. It's not the correct doctrine. It's not 100% truth. All right. It says whose mouths must be stopped, and one day soon, all their mouths are going to be shut because they're going to be dead. Right? We ain't going to hear these bugged out doctrines any longer because they're going to be dead, and the doctrine's going to die with them. Right? All this bullshit is going to die. Okay, when the Lord shows up, when the time of trouble comes in. Right? There's only one truth. Right? And we're going to see what that is. Right? We're going to see what it is, man. But there ain't no evidence of the slightest, right, that your doctrines are what's correct. Okay, something funny is going on over at these other camps, man. All right, and I don't mean in a ha way. All right, something fraudulent's going on. All right, this is whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching things which they ought not, for filthy lucre's sake. Right, and they're teaching things that they shouldn't be teaching, bringing in, like I said, incorrect doctrines. Acting uh in ways that they shouldn't be acting. And like I said, the Passover just gone by, and a lot of these camps acting like it's a fucking party, man. Okay, when it's supposed to be a solemn assembly, you know. You got say guys just acting the macho tough guy. You got all kinds of stuff going on in Israel, and a lot of it's gonna get cut off, man. Because the Lord is looking for the true worshippers, man. It ain't not some funny duddy group that's trying to act the part as they see it, or how they want to act it. The Lord ain't looking for those people, man. Okay, the Lord is looking for the meek and the sincere. All right, and like I said, you're gonna have some sincere brothers in these different camps that are gonna realize, man, that this is just wrong and full of crap, and they're gonna wake up, man. But a lot of them are not. Right, a lot of them are not. Right, and a lot of them are gonna be destroyed. All right. So one of themselves, even a prophet of their own, said the Cretians are always liars, evil beasts, slow bellies. This witness is true. Wherefore rebuke them sharply, that they may be sound in the faith. And this is what, beginning of our elders and apostles, that, we're always doing, man. And we're having to keep on doing this because you're constantly doing some madness. Constantly doing some madness. All right? So not giving heed to Jewish fables and commandments of men that turn from the truth. Okay, these men turn from the truth and they create their own doctrine. Now it's a command. They're bringing commandments of men. That's what they've done. That's what these other camps do. All right. So unto the pure all things are pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure. But even their mind and their conscience is defiled. They profess that they know God, but in their actions, like having a party on the Passover, like what's that about? Is that what we're supposed to be doing? Is that what it's about? You start seeing that they're just doing what they want to do. They're just doing their will. Their carnal will. That's all they're trying to fulfill right now. They ain't trying to do things as we were taught, things that are in the scriptures, for us to learn from. They're doing their own modified version of it, because they got some next, breakdown or understanding that they want to implement, man. Says they profess that they know God, but in works they deny Him, being abominable and disobedient. Right? They're being disobedient, right? And unto every good work reprobate. All right. So that's the state of these other camps, man. All right. Yeah. Okay. So, 2 Peter 2:1 says, but there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you. Right. So this is not surprise. This is not surprising. It's all here written for us to know and understand. Right. So who privily shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that bought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. Right. That's all these camps are doing. They're bringing upon themselves swift destruction, man. Because the day of the Lord is coming. Right. And those so-called quote unquote teachers that have done these things, okay, they've mixed up the doctrine, changed it up and chopped it up and repackaged it and whatever. These are the guys that are going to get done over. Right? The Lord's going to do them in, right? So that many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of. And though a fruit of covetousness shall they with feigned words make merchandise of you, which these camps do, right? Extortion, right? Says whose judgment now of a long time lingereth not, and the damnation slumbereth not, right? It about to wake up on you, man. All right? The judgment's coming, man. That's it's not going to be funny then, you know what I'm saying? You know, you're not going to say to the angel, man, it was a mistake. It's too late. All right? It's too late in the game, man. Okay, this is Jeremiah 14:14. Right, it says, and the Lord said unto me, the prophets prophesy lies in my name. Some of you don't even carry the name. Some of you don't even, even exalt the name, man. It says, I sent them not. Right, the Lord ain't sent these groups, these other groups out here, man. I mean, He sent them to be like an adversary, to be Satan, you know, to do wickedness, all that kind of business, but not sent to do the true work, you know. So I sent them not, neither have I commanded them, neither spake unto them. They prophesy unto you a false vision. You know, Nate once upon a time was saying, oh, there is no Jacob's trouble, there ain't no such thing. It's just a false vision, man. Okay, it clearly shows you that this and states there's a Jacob's trouble. You know, this whole thing's going to come upon the world also, so what are you going on about? But anyway, he's since backtracked on that. As he's done with many things. Scripture say, but meddle not with them that are given to change. He one of them. He one of those, right? It says, they prophesy unto you a false vision and a divination and a thing of naught and a deceit of their heart. Right? It says, therefore thus saith the Lord concerning the prophets that prophesy in my name, and I sent them not. Yet they say, sword and famine shall not be in this land. Okay, no Jacob's trouble. By sword and famine shall those prophets be consumed. Right? Johanna talking about getting sea hitch so we can eat. Well, guess what? You're gonna find that you're not gonna eat anyway. Right? You're gonna go hungry. You're gonna die of famine or some shit, man. You're gonna be destroyed in some way, some form of fashion, man. And like I said, you teaching your congregation that it's all right to take the sea hit because people gotta eat and whatever. Well, they might find out, man, that they can't eat. Just saying, and the people to whom they prophesy shall be cast out in the streets of Jerusalem because of the famine and the sword, and they shall have none to bury them, their wives, nor their sons, nor their daughters, for I will pour their wickedness upon them. All right. Let's end it on there. So it's Jeremiah 10 verse 21. It says, for the pastors are become brutish, just acting all carnal, man, right? And have not sought the Lord, not sought his counsel. No, they're not going by the word, these scriptures. They're just doing the wrong thing. Right? So therefore they shall not prosper, and all their flock shall be scattered, right? You ain't going to be the top group in Israel. You're not going to be the top camp or nothing like that, because eventually, right, what's going to happen is the Lord's going to destroy your camps, man. Okay, he's going to destroy everything that you built. It ain't going to prosper in the end. Right, it's going to be laid waste. So they should scatter, the flock shall be scattered. All right? You're going to lose your congregations. All right, the Lord's going to destroy these camps, man. All right, this is Jeremiah 23 verse 1. It says, woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord. So thus saith the Lord God of Israel against the pastors that feed my people. Right, and we've had a bunch of leaders and false leaders in the past that have fed our people with different things, different philosophies, different types of hope and all this kind of madness, right? Because they don't teach the hope of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Right, so we've had a lot of different so-called black leaders come in and act like they're trying to lead the people to something better, but in the end it doesn't amount to nothing because it's not of the Lord, right? This is therefore thus saith the Lord God of Israel against the pastors that feed my people, these leaders, right, so-called, right? It said, ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evils of your doings, saith the Lord. All right, because you're scattering them, through all these different doctrines, man. And I say, that extends far and wide throughout our people. But you know, even now, even amongst Israel, okay, we're meant to be on one page, right, teaching the same thing, but we're not, because the Lord has set up other, you know, individuals inside Israel that are here to be contrary to the truth. Just like it was, you know, back then, it's the same. It's the same now, right? People just try and mess with the truth, man, to ultimately to weed out those that are not of the elect. All right. So we're gonna end up on this. Right? First, this is Galatians chapter 1, verse 6. It says, I marvel that ye are so soon removed from him that called you into the grace of Yahushua unto another gospel, which is not another, but they be some that trouble you and will pervert the gospel of Yahushua. Right? So yeah, we're reading out the same book. Okay, but what you're teaching from that book is different. It's not the same. All right. It says, which is not another, but there be some that trouble you and would pervert the gospel of Yahushua. But though we or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel unto you than that we have preached unto you, i.e., the apostles, it don't matter who coming with some other thing, man. We listen to the apostles, man. We listen to the men that came before us, man, that were taught. Right? We ain't gonna listen to these guys that branch off and you know, these upstarts that bring in new doctrines and that. No, that wasn't where the foundation of the knowledge came from. So we ain't going there, right? It doesn't even matter if an angel came down and spoke to you and told you, oh, you know, this was about the apostles' doctrine, right? Because they were taught from Yahushua, right? So ain't nobody meant to come to you, be able to come to you and teach you some other thing, man. No matter how, you know, how good it sounds, or how, like, you know, if you feel like that sounds right, it don't matter. You got to stay on what you were taught. That's the whole point, right? It says, but though we or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel unto you than that we have preached unto you, let him be accursed. As we said before, so say I now again, if any man preach any other gospel unto you that ye have received, let him be accursed. Right? And like I said, these camps are not doing themselves any favor, man. Any favors, right? Only all these camps are going to be disbanded. All these camps are going to be destroyed, and a lot of people are going to end up dead. You know, save the elect. You know, that may be in them. You know, so yeah, keep doing what you're doing, innit? You know, it's nothing to us. You know, it ain't us doing what you're doing, so it ain't nothing to us, man. You know, we know how the law's gonna deal with you. But we still have a duty to speak out, to rebuke them sharply, so that they can be sound in the faith. Okay, you know, that's what is commanded for us, because it's for the elect's sake. You know, and part of the Lord of the elect is, you know, is speaking out, man, and rebuking. All right, but yeah, the Lord's gonna do away with different camps, man. You know, you're getting old, getting tiring, man. You know what I'm saying? You're getting old, you know, and you know, coming out with do shit every day. Like, what the hell you want, man? But anyway, Lord witnesses edifying, and I'll catch you brothers and sisters on the next video, man. So till next time, I say shalom.